Hello and welcome to the Generation Y. You're with me, Scott Sunjeta Keita. Now, the Global Entrepreneurship Summit was here, and of course, a lot of buzz about Obama coming home. And of course, the main focus was, of course, business and young entrepreneurs. And now on this show, we're going to speak to an expert of improving startups. He will give us some of kind of tips of how to get your startup kicked off na kuhakikisha biashara yako ime-improve. So let me welcome Mr. Cyril Wambo.
Yes.
Of the
Prosperity Business Solutions.
Prosperity Business
Kenya.
Solutions. Nikonaogopa kushemewe jina. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So like there was a lot of excitement. Businesses are coming up, young entrepreneurs, young innovations, and of course many young people right now are getting into startups. But most of them again are making a lot of mistakes. And of course you with the PBS Prosperity Business Solutions. Just before we go into that, just first of all introduce yourself to join Nani.
Okay, my name's Cyril Wambo. I'm actually one of the directors, and actually a managing director of Prosperity Business Solutions, Kenya, to be specific. As I said, we were talking earlier, I started as a startup. And actually, where we are right now, I cannot say we are comfortable.
But your story also is a startup story.
Yes, my story was a startup story. We came together with two other founders, sat down and decided to, create something that will actually help improve business in Kenya. And as youths, we actually into more of startups, helping startups.
Yeah, helping other young people in startups.
Yes.
Yeah. Amazing stuff. Now, let us now just come to the business talking. Many young people getting startups, making a lot of mistakes, probably giving up midway. Too much documentation, too much credibility stuff to happen. So what solutions does PBS offer?
We offer various solutions. First of all, let's say you invite us to look into your business. We come in and we actually listen to you. Tell us what your business is all about. Tell us what you do. Then after that, we now come and we strategize and tell you A, B, C, and D. This is what you should do. For example, you're a credit facility. You tell us which group of people are you actually trying to target. Are you targeting corporate? Are you targeting youth? Are you targeting the mama mboga out there who is an entrepreneur? And the mistake a lot of businesses do is they target the wrong group. The youth are the ones that they should put more emphasis on.
Because they are the bigger population.
Exactly, we are the bigger population. Okay. As I said, they should focus more on the youth rather than going for guys who are already up there, established and all that. And another major thing that actually is a problem is, as I said, funding. Kupata hiyo pesa inakwanga shida sana, especially for startups. The amount of things they ask, it's kind of like they assume you're already up there. Kupata funding, not watu wengi wametoka from well-off families. You can not many of these startups, the ones who started, wazazi wao wajenda kwa wazazi wakwambia, hey, nataka 100,000, nataka kuanzisha biashara. Mzazi wako atakwambia si utafute kazi. Unaona? And kazi ndo hiyo, kupata kazi ndo ni ngumu. Sasa why don't you create that kazi for other youth?
Like getting into entrepreneurship.
Yes, by getting into entrepreneurship, yes.
Yeah. Wow, amazing. Now, a lot of innovations are coming up. We are seeing young people going into innovations, ICT innovations, agricultural innovations. But how important or how fundamental is it to just come up with an innovation that is that solves a problem? Is it really important or just any innovation can pass?
It's actually very important depending on the market. Before you start an innovation, look at the market, see, is that innovation needed? Even though it's not needed, you can make it get needed. For example, let's say you go to Turkana. You see, there is a farmer who, let's go to the agriculture part. You see, there's a farmer in Turkana who is growing maize in a soil that is supposed to be grown for beans. Okay, so he is actually doing something wrong by growing maize on that soil. But you can actually make that soil sustain that maize, and he can add beans into it too. You see, so that's an innovation. That's a scientific innovation in the agriculture part. Go there, look, come up with an innovation of, hey, I can make this soil actually grow this maize too. You see, so just look at the market.
Is that the definition of social entrepreneurship?
Yes, help the social, help see what can be done out there. Yes, and solve the solution, and give the solution to it.
Exactly.
So yes, that's I believe with your question, yes.
Yeah, and then of course many startups are finding a problem when they need to be out there, they need to be public, they need, how can a startup get traction, say on their website, what they should get hits, how can they do that, and is it important?
Well, the internet in Kenya it has not really caught up. So we have to do it we call it the old-fashioned way, word of mouth. Tell your friend, hey, I have this, I want to start, okay? Go out there, make flyers. Okay, though you have to pay the council for it, but make flyers, distribute those flyers. Just get yourself, as I said, get yourself out there, market yourself. You can do actually self-marketing. Yeah, expose yourself. A lot of people will tell you, hey, your biashara cannot work. Hapana, hiyo kweli wewe unafikiriaje? Tafuta job. No. For you to wake up and think of an idea, don't let that idea just go into waste. You never know where it can take you. Yes.
Exactly. How about for service-based startups? How can they make sure that their services, because it's kind of different from a product. A product, you can make sure it's good, you can brand it, nini. But what about for a service? What can you do to make it people talk about it, nini, word of mouth, like you mentioned? How can it get that kind of traction?
Make it unique. A lot of people might be offering the same services. Lakini, what do you do that stands out from the other people? Exactly. You know, make it stand out. Make it something unique. You know, let's say you're doing cleaning services, all right? A lot of offices use, if you go to banks, they're called subordinate staff, which is a service, the cleaning service that they use. So what makes your cleaning service unique from another cleaning service? What do you offer? Do you offer maybe extra, type of detergent, or do you put some smell in your
something to make it
essence into yes, to make the whole office smell? You know, because if you employ me to clean your office, I'll just go there with maji na sabuni una mop, lakini ukiweka essence mdosi anaingia anasema there's a very different smell here. That is good. Inaitwa nini? It's not like that. Is something that has stood out maybe from the previous cleaners they had. Yeah, so just make it a little bit, make it special.
And have the youth, especially of today, I realize that, have they realized how important it is to just give a different service, difference in products, difference in service, difference in everything when it comes to entrepreneurship?
I'm not very sure that they know that. That you have to make it unique. You have to make it different from the rest. I don't believe the youth have been educated to know that. If you look at our education system, I don't know if it's 844 still.
844, of course.
I don't know if it's still 844, but if you look at the education system of 844, they don't have entrepreneurship in it. Our education system actually makes us more of employees than entrepreneurs.
And we're going to come back to talk about that. But right now, we're going to take a short break.
Okay.
You're watching the Generation Y with me, Scott Sinjeta. And remember to join the conversation. We're talking about entrepreneurship and how to kickstart your startup. Go to Facebook, the Generation Y, our Twitter handle at TVC Kenya, at Cater Scott. Let us talk. We'll be right back.